Hello everybody, my name is Pete Lennox and welcome to the channel. What we're doing today, I've got a RV over here that is having some problems. So this RV was parked out here about a year ago. My brother parked it here and then he came back over around 3 months ago. Tried to start it, wouldn't start. So we did a little troubleshooting and it will start if you spray starter fluid into the air intake, so it'll run for a few seconds. So figure the problem is it's not getting enough fuel, or any fuel probably. So start checking into it. So this is a 2003 Freedom Coachmen RV, and it's built on a 2002 Chevy Express van frame. So do a little research on these Chevy Express vans, and they have a the fuel pump is kind of a problem on these things. The fuel pumps go out on these quite a bit apparently. So, and where the fuel pump is underneath the van, and it's on top of the gas tank. So to get the fuel pump out, you have to drop the gas tank. So I'm going to show you what we got here. So here, this thing is parked on dirt, and it's pretty soft, and there's not very much room here. So dropping the gas tank, I mean, I might have been able to, you know, jack it up and put something underneath it, plywood or something, and jack it up on that, but it seemed like a lot of trouble in it. It's going to be pretty difficult. So I'm thinking if this thing has problems with the fuel pump anyway, I may want to be able to get to the fuel pump easier than going underneath and dropping the gas tank. And so what I'm decided to do is cut a hole in the floor of the RV above the fuel pump and see if I could get to it that way. I've seen people do it in pickups and vans, so figured I'd give it a try, and I'll show you what we did over here. So yesterday we cut the holes. I didn't film it, but okay, so we're inside the camper. So I had tried to estimate where the fuel pump would be by looking at other vans and stuff. Although this RV does have a bigger gas tank than the regular van, and I couldn't find any specs on the gas tank. So going with the 32-gallon gas tank, it looked like it was around right in the middle of the tank, and it was lined up right on the where the gas tank, where you fill your gas tank up, the hose going from the fill hole. And so I just did some measuring and kind of guessed where it was. So this has floor. It has wood floor. It's a plywood or some kind of paneling type of wood. You know, about 3/8, I guess, inches thick. And then there's about an inch of insulation here, which you have to pry out because it's glued. I mean, it's like poured in there somehow. And then you got metal down here. Now this is really thin metal, and I cut it with the Sawzall. Just be careful if you're cutting it, because there is a gas tank under here, although it's pretty far down. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be cutting it in for an RV, but anyway, so I got it right over the the pump. And on this one, the pump, actually, it's not exactly lined up where the input hose is. It's a little bit farther up, but I got plenty of room to work on it. But what I noticed when I took it off is this hose, this line right here, I mean, it's all rotted off or chewed or something. If you look at it, so maybe, and I'm hoping that is going to be the problem. And it's not the fuel pump itself. But if I do need to replace this fuel pump, it looks pretty easy. So I'm probably going to take that connector off. Oh, look at this one. Look at this. Completely off right there. I don't even know where that wire is. Oh man, I got some kind of a nest under here. That's great. That is just... yeah, there's a nest in here. Probably a rat's nest. Probably something chewed that off. It looks chewed. And then there's these wires here. I don't even know where the wire is that goes to them. Well, I guess I need to do a little more checking on that. Alright, so what we got here, I have a new plug. This is for the fuel pump. Well, I can see there's a brown one. I guess brown or purple, this one. And then this one looks like gray. I got gray, I got purple, then I got a white stripe, black, and then a black. Okay. So this one has only 3 wires. That's green, looks like gray and black. There should be 7 wires here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 wires. So that one has a green, which is right there. It has a gray. Now there's 2 grays here. There's 2 gray. It looks like the thinner gray is the one going to that one. Then there's another one, and that one is, looks like black, probably that black right there. So we'll use them 3. So we're going to keep these 3. I'm just going to separate these 3. These are going to the fuel sensor, which is this one, which I haven't gotten yet. The rest of them are going to this. Okay, this is for the fuel pump. Now they did send me some connectors here, which I don't think I'm going to use them. Got my own connectors that I like. So I've brought these B connectors. I'm probably going to use these. I just like. So as you can see, I'm stripping these back further than what they had them stripped back, and then I'll strip these further too. So here we go. Here we go. And there we go. Now, alright, so this one, as you can see, this is a purple one. And so I'm going to hook that one up first. I'll just cut this off here. And let's hook up the purple. Okay, so I got one that I think will work, a new one. The connector is different. Actually, it looks the same. It might be exactly the same. It look different. Let's just see what we got here. Okay. So let's look at the ends here. Do the ends look exactly the same? And they do. And the connectors are the same, so I think this is actually the same connector. So cool. So what I'm going to do, since I got the colors here, these are all white, you see, so I'm just going to hook them up, but I got the colors separated down there. Let's see what we got going on down here. And there we go. There's our 3 wires that I separated. This is the other connector that I replaced the other day. So hopefully those are all correct connections. I think they are. And we're going to hook these 3 up. There we go. I'm going to put some tape on some of these too, where you can see there's a little area there. So I'm going to tape them up too. Probably won't cause a problem, but I like a lot of insulation on my connections. And hopefully, when we get done here, this thing will start right up. The fuel pump should still be good, I'm thinking. You could also solder these connections, but I do not have a cordless soldering iron. I got no power out here right now, so we're going to do it this way. There we go. So let's kind of plug in these back in. Look at that. Fit right in there. Let's try this one. And there we go. Okay, now we're going to hook up the battery. And then we'll fire it up and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to see. I want you to remember how I told you how to prime the fuel pump? Turn it on, turn it off, turn it back on again. Can you do that? Now don't turn it all the way on and start it. Just click it, 2 clicks, and then turn it back. This one, I can see if I can hear anything happening.
Right now?
Go ahead. Oh yeah, I hear it. Perfect. So I did hear it prime the fuel.